Ardennes in December of 1944, Marshal Karl Rudolf Gerd von Rundstedt, one of Hitler's most capable commanders, fought even harder out of desperation and the fear of defeat. Before this last violent German bid for victory was contained and counterattacked, in the worst European winter in years, 21,000 Americans were captured or missing. 48,000 were wounded, and 8,000 lay dead in the Ardennes snow. During the days that the Germans drove forward, the heroism of American units burned into history. The 7th Armored at St. Vith, the 101st Airborne at Bastogne, American divisions were decimated or almost destroyed as they took the full force of 2 panzer armies, 24 German divisions. The Germans had everything in their favor. They had everything except the American soldier. Among the units to meet and try to hold the attack in Belgium was a company of infantry in the 83rd Division. Whether the company would live or die was soon to be in the hands and eyes of one man. He wasn't an infantryman, but an artilleryman. Staff Sergeant R.W. Pemberton, A Battery, 908th Field Artillery Battalion. This is his story.
Man, it's cold.
Caffrey's. Flocky just give us a flash. Says it's cold.
Well, he's a hard man to fool, but not like the rest of you jerks who are sweating.
Hey, Pemberton, give Flocky your coat. You artillery guys are supposed to be big buddies to us, those. Pemberton, wake up. Flocky wants your coat.
We just support the infantry. We don't supply them.
Yeah, Pemberton. Artillery. That's the deal. Ride around in trucks, always eating hot chow. Work about 10,000 yards behind the lines. Real touch.
That don't go for Pemberton here. He's always with us.
Say, that's right. He's a forward observer. An exception. How'd you get in on that stuff? Thought this forward observer dodge was strictly for officers.
It is. Back in Normandy, we ran out of officers.
You can have it. Very unhealthy. Well, I don't mind the observer part. It's that forward stuff that's bad.
No matter where you work in this lousy war, there's always someone farther forward. There's always someone farther back.
We're gonna sit around here all day. We'll be frozen to the lousy ground.
Krauts will be along warming things up for you.
Now, where's the old man?
Battalion.
That's where I'm going. The battery should be in position.
Well, even if it isn't, you'll be going about 600 yards in the right direction. Back.
What are you needling him for?
He's a fall-apart guy.
What's the matter?
He's scared.
So, you're not? The only way to keep from being scared around here is to be awful dumb or awful dead.
I don't mean that. He's scared. Quitting scared.
Ah, he's okay.
I tell you, he's got the shakes. I've seen him before.
He's gonna have company pretty quick. Me.
So he's had it. Maybe. It's happened to a lot of good men. A guy can stand just so much, and that's all.
You guys make it sound nice and simple. Suppose he really gets the wind-up. Who's going to observe for the artillery? Pemberton's one artilleryman we're really going to need. Good morning, Joe. Morning, sir. Looks like a lot of wounded after that last fracas. Yeah, and I can't evacuate them. Your company set to go?
Yes, sir. We're in a small copse of woods right about here.
B Company's to your left. I'm holding A in reserve.
What's the situation?
Fluid. With the Germans calling the shots, it's impossible to say.
What do we do?
The orders are to hold where we have to and advance where we can.
What about artillery, sir?
Lieutenant Craig, what about artillery?
Battery's going in a position about 6,000 or 7,000 yards to your right rear. Depends on what cover they can find.
There's your answer. Craig, you better stick with Captain Collins.
Right, sir.
Let's go. I've got all the dope, Pemberton. I'll fill you in on the way back to CP.
Yes, sir.
Our line of advance will be along this road we just came up. I don't know whether there's a road junction up ahead or not. Our job is to hold the road and be sure it's for our use and not the Germans.
If you're traveling blind with that hill and that bend in the road, you can't see a thing.
I've got a patrol out now. We'll sit tight until they report back.
Hold it. I heard something. Let's get back to CP.
Yes, sir. There was no mistaking. They were King Tigers.
Was that all?
Yes, sir. Just 3 tanks. Looked like they were moving in position to hold.
All right, Sergeant.
Okay, thank you, sir.
That's bad. Real bad. Come on out and I'll show you what I mean. You see, they're completely blocked off by those trees.
That's not so bad. They can't see you either.
They don't have to.
What do you mean?
All they've got to do is start throwing some HE into those trees. You know what tree bursts do to men under them. Chops up their whole company.
Good. The battery's in position now. Here come the linemen.
Direct circuits to the guns, Lieutenant.
Nice going, Banner. Tie it into the captain's switchboard.
Yes, sir.
That makes the odds a little better. Pemberton still got a real tough job. No!
Yes, sir.
Send Pemberton up here right away. We've got to get those tanks out of there. Maybe they're there just to hold the road. Well, our mission is to do just that ourselves.
Yes, sir.
When the battalion moves out, this company's going to move with it. If those tanks come down the road, it's going to be real trouble.
Do you figure you can zero them in from that hill, Sergeant?
That's the highest ground. I should be able to see them from there. I'll take Parisi.
Well, make it fast.
Shouldn't take too long.
Hey, why is it that whenever we go out walking, it's always with you instead of some good-looking girl?
You're lucky.
Tanks from here. Look at all those trees. It's a perfect mask.
So what are you gonna do?
I'll have to go down through the trees.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, there's no sense in both of us going. Give me that walkie-talkie. Wait for me here.
through the woods through this entire area. I'm sorry, Captain. It's impossible from any part of that hill.
It's got to be possible from someplace.
What about the road where it circles the hill?
We'll go down to that hairpin turn in the road. Take Parisi along. He can crawl up and take a look. All right, here's that hairpin turn. You crawl across the point and see if you can get a fix on those tanks. We'll wait for you right here.
Yes, sir.
Here. You better take these. Now stay low and try to keep under cover.
Don't worry, I'll be right back.
Tough way to find out.
Yeah. Now we know. Hi. Yes, sir. Out. Battalion says they'll hold advance another half an hour. If those tanks start to roll again, there's nothing we can do to stop them. We've got to have artillery fire.
How can we? You can't see from the road or the hill.
You can from that open field.
A field? It's like a white tabletop out there. The Germans will see it if you throw a dime on it.
Oh, what do you expect me to do, Lieutenant? I've got 160 men in those woods. The tanks will either get them by coming to them, or they'll get them when we start the advance.
Maybe they'll pull out.
No, they're there to hold. They'll either hold or advance into our line. If they start to move again, the whole sector could be endangered.
You're right. Let me call Division Artillery, see if I can get a plane to observe for us.
Colonel Zola, Lieutenant Crane calling.
Colonel Zollner? No, Craig. There isn't a plane in the area available.
I understand, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just as I thought. Negative.
Pemberton, 600 yards back there's an aid station full of wounded men that can't walk and can't be evacuated. You know what those tanks would do.
You don't have to sell me, Captain.
No, I don't guess so. I just want you to understand why you've got to do it.
It's okay.
There's just one thing. It takes time to adjust artillery fire. If you're lucky, maybe not so much. If we can get Pemberton here where he can observe for us, it's okay. I can finish the job from there. But we can't do a thing as it is.
I'll have to worry about that. All I know is now I've got to face those tanks with nothing but men and small arms.
Any other time, a flat field wouldn't be impossible. It's that snow.
All right, I know it's tough. A soldier'd have to be invisible not to be seen. And we haven't got any invisible soldiers.
Wait a minute, Captain.
What's the matter?
What you said about an invisible soldier.
You feel all right?
I've got an idea. How to make myself invisible. Not seen anyway as far as those tanks are concerned.
How do you figure on doing that?
By making sure that I am seen. Now here's the idea. We're going to need a lot of cooperation.
I was just talking to Jers. There are 3 Nazi tanks just beyond the hill.
Merry Christmas.
I don't like it around here all of a sudden.
But he's dead.
We got artillery?
Yeah, but Pemberton can't get to where he can direct its fire.
Can't? Or won't?
Lay off it. He'll do his job if he can.
Sure he will. Wonder how his telephone operator Parisi got killed.
Actually, the idea is very simple.
You know that's just wild enough to work?
It better work. The Germans will really have him on a platter if it doesn't.
Well, I figure the other way I'll be in the same fix.
I'll check with the old man on it. Give me battalion.
What? Whose bright idea was that? I see. Yeah? Yeah? All I want you to do is get those tanks out of there. Any way you can.
Right, sir. How long will it take you to get ready?
15 or 20 minutes.
Good, I'll spread the word here.
Hey, Sarge!
Forgot his glasses.
With his idea, he's going to be so close he won't need them. All we've got to do is do our part. All right, Plucky, you got it straight now?
Yes, sir.
Spread the word and make sure everybody knows exactly what we're going to do. They can't see into that field from these woods, but just in case. All right, now, on your way.
We've got a reel at W130, the thinnest wire we've got.
As the thinner, the better.
Boy, they sure didn't teach me anything like this at artillery school in Fort Sill.
Those Germans didn't go to Fort Sill either, so it still might not work.
Karl! Karl, komm rauf! Pass gut auf!
Give me Lieutenant Tomac. Tomac, this is Craig. Well, you got your chance to prove how hot an exec you are and how good that battery is of yours. That's right. Any minute now, things are going to start getting hot and you won't have much time. We'll need everything you can throw it.
Roger, Craig.
Man on this phone all the time, will you? See, range about 500 yards. You got the general line of fire? Okay, make it fast.
Right, Craig. We're ready. Tell the 5th section we're going to need all the ammunition we can get. Battery adjust.
Battery adjust.
Tomac ready?
Check.
I guess we all set time.
There's the kickoff.
I think he's going to try it now.
It's gotta work. It's gotta work. Let it go, boy. Let it go.
Der Team! Wo? Am Ball dran! Ein deutscher Gefangener!
It's a rough way to make a dollar.
To make $1. About how Pemberton's losing his nerve?
He's sure putting it on the line this time.
a prayer.
If he hasn't, we haven't.
Fire mission. 1 round. Smoke.
Shell smoke. Shell smoke. Charge 5. Number 2 is ready, sir. Fire. Fire. On the way, sir.
Lost. Come left 100 yards. Repeat range. Right 200, add 200.
Right. Fire. Fire.
.50 right. Repeat range.
Roger.
Black! Are the men all ready to move out?
Yes, sir. As soon as Pemberton clouds those tanks.
Fire for effect. And boys, remember I'm right in front of these monsters.
Don't worry, Pemberton. We'll get them over you. Range correct. Range correct. Fire for effect. Fire for effect.
Here comes the mail.
Los, wir müssen hier weg.
He did it. He's got him zeroed in. He did it.
Sergeant Black, let's get the men moving.
Oh, man, let's go.
Hold it.
Keep him pulling in there. That's it. Drop it.
And so the tide of battle turned, here in these fields, all across the great gash torn 45 miles wide and 60 miles deep in the Allied lines. In this last desperate gamble, the Germans suffered 120,000 casualties, tanks, planes, trucks. But the deepest blow was to the morale of the German army, the German people. They'd tried everything in the Battle of the Bulge, and it failed. It failed because of men like Sergeant Pemberton.
Mission completed.
For the action you have just witnessed, Sergeant Pemberton was awarded from a grateful nation the Silver Star.